What is up, guys? I'm back with probably the last video, actually definitely the last video of 2015, since it is New Year's Eve. I want to wish all of you guys a happy new year, and let's jump right into it because this video will probably be a little bit longer than a lot of my other videos. First off, I just want to say that if you guys already checked out my previous video for the top 5 25th anniversary collabs, I'm not going to include any of those in my top 20 since they have their own category. If I was to include those 5, they would probably be in my top 10 here, but like I said, since I did its own category for the 25th anniversary, I'm not going to include those. Second thing is, I was fortunate enough to get pretty much all of the shoes I wanted this year except for 3 of them. I'm not going to put them in the top 20, but I will go over them right now and I'll give them an honorable mention. I'm still going to try to pick those shoes up if I can find a decent price, but I figured since I actually didn't pick them up and I don't have them in hand to show you guys, I'm just going to give them an honorable mention. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so first honorable mention, and they are in order from 3 to 1, it's going to go to the Overkill Asics Desert Rose. I thought this was a beautiful shoe, but it only released overseas. A buddy of mine actually managed to pick them up for a really good price, and I did see them in hand. The quality on them was really nice. I like the suede. I thought they did a really good job. I'm not the biggest fan of the model itself. It's not really comfortable for me, but I really like the overall concept, and I thought it was a really good shoe. Alright, so number 2 for honorable mentions is going to go to the Sabotage Asics Gel Like 5. Again, this is a model that only released overseas and I wasn't able to pick them up, and I did see these in hand once again, so I just thought it was a really nice shoe. I really liked them, and I'm still looking for a pair in a size 12. Like I said, the concept overall was really dope, and I thought the colorway and the quilted front was really nice, so they would have probably made it into my top 10 if I did have them in hand. And finally, and probably the most disappointing that I wasn't able to get was the Diadora N9000 Casteliers. This probably would have been in my top 2, actually definitely in my top 2 if I did have them in hand. Unfortunately, I did not, so they are on my honorable mention. I'm still looking for a pair, and if anyone has an 11 or 11 and a half for around under $450 maybe, please let me know. I am looking for a pair. So yeah, really dope shoe. It should be on everyone's top 3 and probably one of the best shoes of the year. Alright, so number 20 goes to Premier New Balance 998. I don't think this shoe had a specific name, but it was based on older models of cars. Overall, the quality on the shoe was really nice. I felt like the shoe was kind of slept on. It sat around for a little while, and that might be due to the higher price point. I believe it retailed at $220 or $200 if I'm not mistaken. So that could have been one of the reasons, but I thought the shoe overall was really nice. The quality was great, and they did a really good job with it. The shoe, in my opinion, is very wearable, so that's the reason it made my top 20. Alright, number 19 goes to the guys over at Bodega on their ventilator model. I felt like this was Bodega's best collab of 2015. Once again, very slept on shoe. It didn't sit around for too long, but it was an easy cop, at least for me and most people that I know. So this shoe is not for everyone. It's very colorful. Bodega is known for doing the out of the ordinary colorful polka dots and all of that stuff. So like I said, it's not for everyone, but I thought they did a really good job, and surprisingly this shoe had very good materials. You had a really nice suede, just your regular cotton or cloth material here, and the leather on this was really soft. You had a nice tumble leather. Yeah, it's just a shoe that really pops. Whenever I wear the shoe, people always ask about it, so it's a very noticeable shoe. And it's the reason it made my top 20 at number 19, Bodega Ventilator. Alright, number 18. Not a lot of Gel Like 5s released this year. mainly due to the whole Gelite 3 25th anniversary, I guess. But the few that did, the best one to me, other than the Sabotage Asics, which I wasn't able to get, was the Highs and Lows Gelite 5 Medic. Really great shoe. Once again, people didn't go too crazy over this one, but in my opinion it was probably the best Gelite 5 that released. I thought the materials that they used were really dope. The midsole did glow in the dark, so check out my review on them. For some reason on my pair only one of them glows and the other one just has a few speckles, but anyway, the materials were really nice. Really good pigskin suede, perforated pigskin suede on the toe. The leather on the shoe was really soft and supple, so good job by the guys over at Highs and Lows. Number 18 was the Medic. Alright, number 17, and this was definitely a sleeper. Adidas Overkill Taxi. I thought this shoe was very different from anything that really released this year. You don't see this model too often. I think it's the Equipment 93 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, overall concept was really cool. Just kind of like an older German taxi theme. Very comfortable. If you actually get a chance to try this shoe on, I highly recommend it. It's very soft, very light. It's just a really good look, especially for the summertime. So yeah, number 17, you have Overkill Adidas Equipment 93. Alright, number 16, and probably the most recent release to make it onto this list, is the Concepts New Balance 998 Grand Tour. Great shoe. I think it's actually still available. If I'm not mistaken, you can find it, and there should be a global release for this, so if you didn't get it, don't worry, you'll probably still have a chance to pick them up. Whenever Concepts does a New Balance, they always do a phenomenal job, and this one is no exception. So great materials used, the whole theme of it, Gran Turismo, really nice. It's just a really nice quality shoe overall. You know, the whole red tongue really made the shoe pop. You had the mint color, you had the beige, just a very wearable shoe. Once again, I really liked it, so for me it landed at number 16. Alright, number 15. This is the first time that Ronnie has ever done a Diadora. It's his own model, I guess, and it's the what is it, RF7000, which is similar to a V7000, I guess. You had the whole symmetrical toe box. I actually grabbed an 11.5 in these, which I kind of regretted because they are a little snug, so I have to wear them without an insole sometimes. But the overall quality on the shoe was really nice. People didn't go too crazy for this shoe, but it did sell out. So I'm really happy with this one. Once again, it's a very wearable shoe, so that's why I made it in the top 15 for me. The leather that he used was really nice. I had a problem with the first pair I got, but the guys over at Kif, thanks to them, they sent me a new pair, so I was really happy with it. The suede, once again, really nice, and Diadora has just done a phenomenal job this year putting out collabs. They don't go out of control like a lot of other brands, just, you know, collabing with everyone, but they pick and chose really wisely who they did collabs with, and that's why this made it in the top 15. Ronnie Feig, Diadora RF7000. Alright, number 14. This shoe was actually, well, at least from my experience, was very limited, very hard to cob, and it was really different. Kendrick Lamar Reebok Ventilator. Great materials used on the shoe. I thought the concept was really dope, and yeah, definitely one of the better shoes of 2015. I thought that the suede they used was really nice. It's a very clean shoe. It's kind of a pain in the ass to clean, but either way, very nice shoe, very clean look, and that's why I made it in the top 14. I switched up the laces on these, red and blue, you know, with the whole theme they got going on the shoe itself. Number 14, Kendrick Lamar Reebok Ventilator. Alright, number 13. One of the most comfortable shoes of 2015, and I'm really happy I got a chance to pick this one up because it was fairly limited, was the Adidas Consortium Ultra Boost. Now this is not the one that keeps restocking, which was the one with the black bottom. This is the all triple white one. It is the Consortium, so it was a bit more expensive. I think this one was like $240, and it has that leather insole on it. Very clean shoe. Once again, it's a pain in the ass to keep clean, but very, very comfortable. I think this was definitely Adidas's year with the Ultra Boost. That's why, they made the list, and overall the comfort, the quality, the look of the shoe is definitely on point. So number 13 for me was the Adidas Consortium Ultra Boost. Alright, number 12. This is a shoe that came out, I believe, in the beginning of the year, but it restocked a couple of times. Is the Jordan 1 Chicago's. I know some of you are probably surprised to see Jordans on this list, but yes, they did make it. It's a really nice shoe. The quality overall was pretty good, and it's a very wearable shoe. It's just a classic shoe. So Jordan 1 Chicago's, I thought they did a really nice job. They definitely didn't disappoint with the quality, and hopefully 2016 they continue to put out some OG colorways. I'd really like to see them really step it up and just bring that really good quality with some of the OG colorways. And please, Jordan, Nike, stay away from the crazy colors. Nobody wants that stuff, so just bring back the originals. Alright, so number 12, Jordan 1's Chicago's. Alright, number 11, once again, a recent release was the collab between Hypebeast and Adidas on the Ultra Boost Uncaged. Again, really limited. Not a lot of stores got these. The resale on these is actually a lot higher than I expected. I was lucky enough to get a pair. So yeah, the Hypebeast, Ultra Boost, and yeah, overall the quality is really nice. I really like that they did the whole uncaged thing. I saw some people cutting their cages off of their regular Ultra Boost, so Hypebeast took it a step further and just created one without the cage. I like how the laces kind of go in the shoe, like same as on the Yeezys. A lot of people don't know that they have some type of chip in here in the tongue that you can track on an app or whatever, which I don't really use. But yeah, overall quality, once again, Ultra Boost. There's nothing more comfortable than Ultra Boost, and this is one of the better releases of the year that I was lucky enough to pick up. So number 11, Hypebeast Adidas Ultra Boost. Alright, so now heading into the top 10. This one was really tough. It's a top 10. That's what I was gonna do in the beginning, but I just thought there was too many shoes, so I wanted to bring you guys to the top 20. So all the shoes that made my top 10 definitely deserve to be there. They actually deserve to be on any list. So let's jump into it. At number 10, you had the Puma Packer Bloodbaths. I thought Packer and Puma did a really, really good job on the shoe. I was actually at the release at, the Refinery Hotel. I really loved everything they did, from the packaging, the extra insoles. Sneaker Freaker was there. It was just a really, really good look overall. I love the colorway of the shoe, how the mint contrasts with the blood red. It's a very wearable shoe, and this shoe actually really put me onto the Blaze of Glory model. This was my first one, and since I got it, like I said, I've gotten a few more since then, but this is the shoe that really started it for me as far as like Puma and the Blaze of Glory model goes. And this was definitely the best Blaze of Glory model that released all year. The quality, the suede was really nice. I like the mesh, and like I said, just a really good looking shoe. So at number 10, Sneaker Freaker, Packer, Puma, Blaze of Glory, Bloodbath. Alright, at number 9, and oddly enough, again, Sneaker Freaker on Saucony, the Cushwackers. Really dope shoe. It is a grid, which is not my favorite model, but whenever Sneaker Freaker does that that purple, they just always do it right. So yeah, Sneaker Freaker, Cushwacker, number 9, really dope shoe. Should be on anyone's top 10 list in my opinion. I thought the overall theme, the cream midsole with the purple and the black was just a really, really good touch. So number 9. Alright, at number 8, and this is a shoe that when I picked up, I wasn't the biggest fan of. I was kind of debating on whether I wanted it or not, and I didn't pick it up. when it released, so I had to pick it up later. I actually got it, I believe, a month and a half ago, something like that. When I was picking it up, I was just kind of like, whatever. But when I actually got it and I wore it, it became one of my favorite shoes. So this is the Concepts New Balance 997 luxury goods. I thought they did an amazing job with this one. Just the overall quality, the whole theme. It's just a really nice shoe. You know, exactly what the name is, luxury goods, and that's what this shoe feels like. Everything from the premium leather to the really nice suede. And this shoe is, it really pops when you wear it. Just a really good job by Concepts overall. Alright, and number 7, once again, you have Concepts Diadora N9000 Lira. This shoe was definitely slept on. I thought this shoe was very underrated. You can still grab a pair. Resale on it is not too high, and I'm surprised because Concepts just killed it on this shoe. The overall theme, the Lire, the quality, the colors, everything on the shoe is just on point, and they did a great job. I'm actually really looking forward to what Concepts and Diadora bring in 2016. I think we can definitely expect something really good from them, and I can't wait to see what they bring in 2016. So yeah, number 7, you have Concepts Diadora Lire. Definitely a great shoe. Alright, at number 6, and surprisingly once again, you have a Jordan Shattered Backboard 1s. I thought that Jordan, this is probably the best quality Jordan has ever put out. I can't name a single shoe that they did better than this one because the quality on the shoe is just amazing. I was actually shocked that they used materials like this because you never see this from Jordan. This leather is just really unbelievable. It could actually rival a lot of the other brands who are known for doing good quality leather. You know, you can tell when this shoe gets wet, the leather kind of changes that color. You can see it getting wet, like, you know, like a high-end premium leather jacket would. So yeah, just the overall quality on this shoe is really nice. It's very wearable. I've worn this shoe like probably 40 times and it still looks brand new. That's how you can tell the quality was really good. Yeah, and I was just really happy with this overall. I'm glad I got a chance to get them. I won a raffle for them. So yeah, number 6, the Jordan 1 Shattered Backboards. Alright, number 5, and probably one of my favorite shoes of the year, just because it's so wearable and I really like the whole idea. And I can guarantee you in 2016 this is going to be one of the best shoes. So keep an eye out for it because I'm really excited to see more colorways and more versions of this. You have the Adidas Adidas NMD Boost. Really comfortable shoe. That's all I can really say. You have a prime knit upper. It's just really stretchy. It's like a sock. Just imagine if you have an Ultra Boost, just imagine that, but 10 times more comfortable. That's exactly what this shoe feels like. Around the ankle you have this material that kind of hugs your ankle, it kind of wraps around, which is really nice. You had this heel tab here, which is rubber that kind of forms around your heel. I don't have the laces in them right now, but the laces aren't really necessary, so you can put whatever laces you want in there. The blue and the red Lego pieces, or at least that's what they look like. I know they released another model of this, which was the Key Cities. Very limited, only released in 6 cities across the world, and I believe it was limited to 1,000 pairs, so I wasn't able to get those. But this model I'm really happy with. They did a great job, and like I said, just super comfortable. It doesn't even have an insole, it's just Boost. So yeah, just very minimal and really dope shoe. So NMD Adidas at number 5. Alright, at number 4, this is once again a shoe that I did not pick up when it released. I was able to get it a month ago through somebody I know on Instagram, so shout out to him. But this is the Ronnie Puma R698. Once again, overall quality on the shoe was just on point. The suede, the pigskin suede, perforated all over. This is one of the shoes that when I wear, I get at least 5 to 10 people commenting on the shoe. And that doesn't happen a lot with all of the shoes on this list, and especially from people that have no idea about shoes. You know, they always comment on the shoes, saying how much they like them. So it's a really good good look by Ronnie. If you didn't pick it up, I know they recently had a restock. Maybe you got lucky on that, but I would definitely suggest grabbing the shoe, even if you have to pay a little over retail like I did, just because I think if you hold on to the shoe, it's definitely a classic. I love the laces, the different sets of laces it came with. This one personally was my favorite. I love the little gold lace tips he put on there. Just the overall contrast with the pink, the off-white, and the burgundy. The inside was a premium leather, which I really liked, and that quilted insole was a good touch as well. The shoe did run really big, so I'm glad I got my size. I went down, I think, a whole size in these. Yeah, I got a 11. I usually wear a 12. So yeah, at number 4, Sakura Ronnie Puma R698. Alright, at number 3, this is actually a surprise shoe that I did not do a review on because I just picked it up, when was it, the day before yesterday, and I've been trying to get this shoe for, you know, ever since it came out. They came out with, what is it, five or 4 different colorways. Finally, you know, a friend of mine hooked me up. I was really happy to get him, so shout out to him. It was kind of like a Christmas present, I guess. But this is the Yeezy Boost, and this is the Oxford Tan colorway. Once again, I mean, I don't got to go into detail. You guys know what it is. You know, some of you may say, hey, you know, it's not that great, it's overrated. But if you have this shoe and you've worn it, you know it's really comfortable. And, you know, I'm not a hype beast, but I have to, you know, give props to Yeezy and Adidas for what they did with this model. I'm not a big fan of the 750. It's just not very wearable to me. But this shoe right here, like I said, I love the Ultra Boost. If Kanye had no affiliation whatsoever with this shoe, it would still be on this list for me just because of the overall look of the shoe and the feel mainly. I'm more about the materials and the feel anyway. So this one right here, just a very classic look. I like the color. I actually liked all the colorways, the turtle dove, the black one. I tried to get all of them but wasn't successful, and finally I got a hookup and got the Oxford Tan ones. So I'm really happy with them. Unfortunately, I won't be able to wear them till the summer probably, unless the weather gets a little bit better, which I don't think it will. But yeah, number 3, Yeezy Oxford Tan. Alright, number 2, probably a surprise. A lot of you probably won't expect this, but number 2, you have Saucony Righteous One. The shoe came out in the beginning of the year. It was a pain in the ass to get them because the releases just kept getting, you know, pushed back because the site kept crashing or whatever issues they had. But once I actually got it, I love the shoe. I think that there was way too many mint shoes that came out this year, and by far the best one out of all of them was the Saucony Righteous One. The materials that they used, the whole fish scale on the front, the suede, a lot of people tried to imitate the shoe. You know, I'm not going to name who, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. A lot of people tried to do the same thing that Epitome did, but they were not successful. I thought the overall concept, you know, based on the statue, the way the shoes came wrapped up in paper, like the fish wood, the box, everything that they did was just perfect. The materials, I love the outsole of the shoe. You had the, you know, translucent outsole. Everything from the bronze, the hits of gold, to the laces and the logo on the front. They just killed it with this one, and that's the reason it's my number 2. I really love what they did. So number 2, Saucony Righteous One. Alright, and finally, my number 1 shoe of the year. And again, I feel like this was by far the best shoe. A lot of people might disagree with me, but I think this shoe is number 1 for a reason, because it's so wearable. It's just a really dope shoe, and when it released I wasn't able to get it, so I did pay resale, but luckily there was a small worldwide release recently. So this is the Solebox Diadora Azzurro. You know, I loved everything about the shoe. I think Solebox really killed it, and this shoe is really slept on. I'm kind of surprised that the Castiliers have such a high resale value, and these you know, the resale value is, you know, a little bit higher on these, but not nowhere near the Castiliers, because in my opinion, the materials on the shoe were a lot better than the Castiliers. Even though the leather is the same, I thought the material that Solebox used on the inside was a little bit better. It wasn't a cheap material. The suede overall is really nice. I think there's a reason that they use this type of suede on the front. This shoe is very wearable. The overall look with the mint, the gold, and the black, this shoe is just definitely #1 for me. I love wearing it. I love the way it feels. I think this soft leather is just really amazing. If you do not own a pair, I definitely suggest you get it. At least try it on, get it in hand, and I would cop it. So this is definitely my #1. And like I said, if I had the limited edition Castiliers, they would probably be in my top 2 next to these ones, but this is still #1 for me. I just loved everything about this shoe. Alright guys, that is my top 20. Let me know what you think. I'm sure some of you might agree, some of you will definitely disagree. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what your top 3 or your top 5 of the year is. I can say one thing for sure. The winner this year by far is definitely Adidas. They really came with a lot of great ideas, great concepts, great shoes. I'm really excited to see what Adidas is going to do with, you know, with 2016 coming, and you know, I just look forward to everything that they're putting out. As you noticed, I have no Nike shoes on this list except for the 2 Jordans, Jordan 1s. So even though Nike is still winning financially, I think that Adidas just kind of surpassed them as far as in the actual sneaker community, where you know people know about sneakers. Adidas is definitely taking that spot. Same thing with Diadora. Diadora is definitely stepping up their game. They're picking and choosing who they're collaborating with very carefully, which I really like. Saucony unfortunately has just been all over the place, even though they're in the top 2. I just thought after the Righteous One, Saucony was just all over the place. They're just collaborating with everyone, and you know, their stuff, it's not as good as it could be. I think they really need to slow down and focus on what they're putting out, make it quality instead of just putting out collab after collab after collab and saturating the market. Asics did a great job this year, 25th anniversary. I'm excited to see what Asics is going to do next year. I know that they are really pushing their GRs. I'm not sure, from what I hear, they're really going to slow down with their collabs and really push their GR line. We'll see how that goes. It might be good for them to like slow down with the collabs a little bit, just so the stuff that does come out is a little bit better quality. Alright guys, that's all I really have. You know, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Happy New Year's, and as always, peace.